Hello soulmates, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm showing you guys how to make this stylish 6 pieces gown with asymmetric design. So if you're new here, highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment and also share for more videos. To my channel subscribers, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate your effort. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here's my pattern. First, I'll go ahead and mark out my vertical measurement. I have my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to under bust point, my shoulder to waist, my hip line, and then here with my full length, okay? My shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, my hip line, and then my full length, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and roll out the straight lines across this way. Here's my bust, my under bust, my waist, my hip line, and then my full length, okay? So next thing is to measure out half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2, I have 8. So from that 8 inches point, I came down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. Then from the 1 inches, I came down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. Next, I'll measure what I have from the shoulder to my armhole point. What I have here is 9. I'll mark it out here also. This will help you to have a straight line over here. And this line here is my chest line, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and mark out my basic neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll connect it to my shoulder slope this way. Next, I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of my armhole. My armhole is 8. The midpoint is 4. So from that midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. And I'll go ahead and connect it to my shoulder slope this way. So next, on my chest line, I'll divide my bust circumference by 4. Whatever I have, I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, I have 4. So I'll mark it all the way to my waistline. I will stop at my waistline, okay? Then I'll connect a straight line this way. So next, I'll go over to my full length, okay? My nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, I have 4. Then I'll add extra 1 inches to it. I'll mark 5, okay? On the full length, I mark 5 inches instead of 4 inches. And I'll connect it to my waistline this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next thing is to come out on both sides of my under bust by 1 inches. This is for my dart. If you're very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches on both sides, okay? So I do the same process on my waistline. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together this way. So next, from the waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. That is from the waistline, I came down by 7 inches. Then I'll use my ruler to connect it to my waistline this way. So next thing is to use my curve rule to connect from my bust points to my under bust this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, from the chest line, I'll come up by 2 inches. You can make use of 1.5 inches if you want to, okay? This is where I want the bustier to start. That is my over bust line. I came up by 2 inches from my chest line. Then on this over bust line, I'll go ahead and mark down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, and I'll connect it down to my chest line this way. So next thing here is to tighten up my over bust line, like to tighten it up. I came out on both sides by 0.5. If you're very busty, use 0.75, okay? If you're very busty, use 0.75. Then connect it down to the bust point using my curve ruler this way. And this is what I have. All this part is going out. All this part you see me shading is going out, okay? So next thing is to impute my body circumference. My bust divide by 4, I'll mark it down. Measure at the start here, what you have here. And then you replace it back. So my underbust line, my underbust divide by 4, I'll mark it down, plus these 2 inches that you are seeing here. Okay, I'll go ahead and replace it back. My waist divide by 4, I'll mark it down, plus these 2 inches that over here, I'll replace it back. So I'll go over to my full length. Okay, just keep the hip line. I'll go over to my full length. My hip circumference divide by 4, I'll mark it down. Then I'll add extra 5 inches for the flare effect. Okay, you can use 5 or 6 inches. Hip circumference divide by 4, then plus 5 inches. After that, I'll go ahead and connect the points together this way. From the under bust, I'll connect it to my waist, and then from the waist, I'll take it down to the full length this way. You see why I said you should skip the hip line? Okay, and this is what we have over here. So next, I'll make use of a side dart. For your side dart, difference between your shoulder to waist of your front and that of your back. My shoulder to waist of my front is 18, my back is 17. So 18 minus 17, I have 1. So I'll go ahead, I came down by 1 inches from my bust line. Now connect it to my bust point this way. So this part is going now. This is my side dart of 1 inches. Okay. So go ahead and measure out yours. So next thing is to blend, like to close up my dart. This upper dart, I'll go ahead and close it up. Just watch what I'll be doing. Make sure you close it up. Okay. This way. Then from the chest line, I'll take it off. I'll go ahead and curve it out and connect it to my armhole. Okay. This is the point where the both pattern meet. So make sure you close up your dart before doing this. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of what I have on this side. Get the midpoint. At the down part too, I'll get the midpoint of what I have on this side. On this side, okay. From this point to this point, get the midpoint. And also on the midpoint of your waist on the side. Then I'll go ahead and connect them together. And this is what I have, okay. So from the waist, I'll just go ahead and connect it to the upper part this way. And this is what we have, okay. So I'll go ahead and write it down. We have 1, 2, and then 3, okay. So now let's go back to the down part. From the full length, I'll come up by 2 inches. On this line also, I'll come up by 2 inches. Here also, I'll come up by 2 inches. And from the side also, I'll come up by 2 inches. And after that, I'll go ahead and cover the design we have at the down part. Just watch what I'll be doing. Make sure you connect it to those 2 inches points, and this is what we have for the down part. So this is all for the front pattern drafting. The next thing is to cut it out. Just watch what I am doing. So you once you get to this point, you go ahead and open up your side dart and close it up. Okay. Then you split this part into 2. And this is what we have for the front pattern. Okay. So here is the center front. This part, we cut it on fold. Okay. Make sure you add your sewing allowance in between the lines. This part and also by the side. So after you're done cutting out your fabric and you are done joining them together this way, join them together this way, use your bias and cover up your seam, like your seam line. Okay, you place your bias on it this way and sew the both side of your bias. Okay, And you also use the same bias to knitting your neckline and also the base of your dress. And on this line, you bring out 20 or 15 inches length of bias because you'll be tying it with the back part of your dress, okay? So let's go over to the back part of this pattern. So here's my back pattern. I left 1.5 inches zipper allowance at the side. So here is my bust line and this is my under bust line. It's not necessary for the back pattern, okay? I'll just skip it. Here's my waistline, my hip line, and then the full length. So next thing is to mark out half of my shoulder measurements, which is 8 inches. From that point, I came down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I came down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next thing is to connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. Next, I'll measure what I have from the shoulder to my armhole point. What I have here is 9. I'll mark it out here. This will help you to have a straight line over here, which is your chest line, okay? So here's my chest line. So next thing is to mark out half of my nipple to nipple measurement, okay? My nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2. I have 4. I'll mark it down. I'll stop at the waistline, same thing I did on the front pattern. I'll go over to the hemline, that is the full length. I'll mark out 5 inches, add the extra 1 inches to it, okay? Then I'll connect it to my waistline. And this is what I have. So next, on my waistline, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to my bust point. So next, from the waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. And I'll connect it down to that 7 inches point. So next thing is to impute my body measurement. Okay. My bust circumference divided by 4. I'll mark it down. My waist divided by 4. I'll mark it down. Plus this 1 inch start here. I'll replace it back. So I'll go back to the full length. My hip circumference divided by 4. I'll mark it down. Plus extra 5 inches. Okay. Same thing we did on the front pattern. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together this way. From the waistline, I'll connect it to my full length. And this is what we have, okay? So this part is going out. So next thing is to extend my waistline to my zipper allowance. I'll extend my waistline to my zipper allowance. Also extend my chest line and then my full length to my zipper allowance, okay? So I'll go ahead and take out my zipper gauge. On the waistline, I came in by 0.75. Then I'll connect it to my chest line this way. And from the waistline, I will come down by 7 inches. And I'll connect it down this way. So this part is going out. I've taken out my zipper gauge, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of what I have here. And also the midpoint of my side waist, this part. Then I'll connect the 2 points together. And then from the waist, I'll connect it to the upper part this way. So I have my 1, my 2, and then 3, okay? So from this side, I'll come down by 0.5. And I'll connect it this way. Then take it to the side, okay? Then for the down part, I'll come up by 2 inches. Same thing I did on the front pattern. I'll come up by 2 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And this is it. Okay, so next thing is to cut it out. You can see the way I cut it out. Okay, and this is what we have for the back. Please make sure you add your sewing allowance in between the lines. Here's my zipper allowance. Once you sew it in, this is what you'll be having. Add your sewing allowance in between, and after that use your bias to close up your seam line. Okay, and also use your bias to bias the upper part and also the down part. And that is it for this particular dress. So thank you all for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. And see you guys in my next class. Bye.